Hello everybody, welcome to the second listening party hosted by Sonic Radio. This is a Halloween special. I'm Riccardo and I noticed that today we have a lot of new names in the streaming, so I'm gonna say a few words about what is this listening party. I hope you enjoyed the intro. We are gonna talk about the vinyl that I was playing really soon. And so, what is this? What is Sonic Radio? What is a listening party? Basically, so Sonic Radio is something that I started almost 1 year ago. It's a podcast, web radio, blog about music, where we aim to support like emerging bands, underground bands that are emerging from the underground in general. But also, the way we do it is like supporting it directly, so sharing their music, and also sharing in all the channels and all the putting all the effort possible to improve and make them emerge. And listening parties like the one of today are a moment where we join together and we listen to some vinyls all together. And I will provide you some information, some comments about the vinyls that we are going to play. So I hope the connection is okay. I see I see that I think you are listening me. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we can start the show. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit excited. And okay, so what we have just listened is a song entitled Dancing and Blood by a band called Low. I'm gonna put some more light just to show you the cover. And it's I think it's a really cool band to present you during the Halloween night we are celebrating tonight, because as you could notice, the vibes are really scary. Low is a band that is coming from Duluth in Minnesota. Actually, I've prepared for you some images also, because I think it's better to have like an image of what we are talking about, because I guess you wouldn't like to meet these two guys during the Halloween night, because these two guys are the one that played the song that you just listened. They are Low. They are actually wife and husband, and in their farm they produce this type of music that is normally regarded as slowcore. Why this name? Because in general the tempo given to this type of music is really slow, and also the lyrics sometimes are really sad and dramatic. And yeah, so I really like this band. And today I'm proposing you two songs from this LP that is entitled Double Negative. We are going to listen now to another song that is entitled Quorum, and in the meantime I will provide you other information about this band. So let's just play it. And yeah, it's the song number 1. Yeah, I think so. So we are going to play now Quorum. That's the title of the song. Enjoy. All right. The second song that just started is the one that was used in the intro. Yeah, as I was writing in the chat, Parker and Sparrowhawk, the two members of Low, are two Mormons, and actually this, I think, kind of influenced their music and their attitude of composing the songs, because when you read the articles about them, they say that they have a kind of spiritual approach on well, while composing a song, and they follow a kind of weird way of doing it. So basically, normally they compose the entire song, and then they add noise, and basically they start from the end and try to decompose it totally, adding this slow tempo that is characterized by this slowcore genre. And the result is something like the song that we just listened. It's really noisy, really there is a lot of feedback, and the entire album is like this. It's like a dream or a nightmare, it depends on how you see it. And for me, it's incredible to listen to this, especially during this week. But if you want, we can go on with Low later, but I think we can go on with the collection that I prepared for you for today. And we go on actually staying on guitars and like rock music. And what I'm going to propose you now is a classic. Many of you will recognize this this album, even if there's not too much light. This is Loveless by My Bloody Valentine. Seminal album. Like if this album was the one that was released back in 1991, so exactly that original issue, this will value like thousands of dollars, thousands of euros, because that vinyl is really every collectionist wants that vinyl. I have a reissue of last year. It was really difficult to get it because when they reissued this album in I don't know 5 minutes, it was sold out again. So what is this album? This album is considered one of the most iconic and, let's say, most important albums of the 90s, because Kevin Shields, the guitarist and frontman of this band, basically reinvented the guitar itself in this, how to use it in this album. Why I'm saying this? Because it's not clear maybe. Okay, maybe I can already show the image that I prepared for you, where the image of the vinyl is better visible. It's here, yes. Okay, so let me, okay, I'm gonna share it, yes. So what is this, the cover? If you look at it really carefully, you will see that there is a kind of guitar there, but on in front of it there are layers of kind of pink smog or something like this. And for me, this picture is basically describing what is this album, because this album is like the most important example of shoegaze, a genre that I really like. And also in the last listening party I presented something from Slow Dive, another band. So even if this is a guitar-based band, these guys use so many layers of distortions, feedback, and tremolo, and other advanced techniques that Kevin Shields himself invented. Basically, the sound of guitar is so foggy and so on the background that you basically will you will forget that you are listening to a rock band. But what you will fall into is a really dream pop status of ecstasy, something like this. And I don't know if with my words I could explain what is this album, so it's better to show to you an exemplary song. And we are going to listen. Here the captions are wrong, because I decided to change the song that we are going to listen, because I thought that the one that I'm going to share, that is entitled Soon, is more emblematic and more characteristic of this album. So we are going to listen to it and you will tell me what you think. So enjoy. This is My Bloody Valentine, Soon. Okay, guys, we are back to the show, and I hope you enjoyed this session of My Bloody Valentine. I think they are one of my favorite bands. I really recommend you to listen to this album. It's actually it's less than 1 hour, I think 40 minutes, but when you listen to it, it will last 5 minutes. I mean, it's incredible. And just few other information about this album, because they are worth to say. Because you know the technical level reached by the band for this album was incredible, and actually it was thanks to Kevin Shields, the guitarist, that they were able to produce such incredible lo-fi record, because it's really lo-fi. But at the same time, the level of experimentation is so good and so accessible that it basically, with this record, they broke the charts. In the UK, I forgot to say that My Bloody Valentine are an Irish band, but obviously Ireland and the UK are sharing a lot of music, and so it was really popular in the UK, where it started the genre of shoegaze. This album was recorded in 3 years. I mean, after the first time they entered the studio, one of the first studios, because they changed several studios, because this Kevin Shields was really choosy, really picky, and he was firing the sound engineers after 5 minutes if they were not able to follow him in the production of this record. And at the end of the day, so after 3 years, the total cost of this album was something that, compared to now, to the standard of now, is almost £500,000. So yeah, it's really, really incredible album. Actually, the record label for this, they kind of had bankrupt, because they spent too much money on this, and the actually the success of this album was not like immediate. For the people, it took a bit of time to get used to this genre. But we could say that maybe it's we will need another listening party, but this record influenced many other artists in that moment. For example, if you think about other Britpop bands like Blur in that time, in that year they released a record that is called 13, if I'm not mistaken, where there is a song entitled "I'm So High," that is basically a shoegaze song, and the band claimed several times that they were influenced by this record. The same for Tom York of Radiohead and many other bands out there. So it's really a masterpiece, and if you want to get into shoegaze, you need to start from here. All right, now we go on, and actually I'm going to to present a record that it's like a incredible event, that in a Sonic Radio party we are going to present such record, because you know, as I told in the beginning, we don't normally share mainstream music, and especially we don't share a song that is so mainstream, like a song from Queen, yeah, Freddie Mercury, Queen. But there is a bit of a story about this record. So well, when it's autumn, October, Halloween, many people is like started to get I don't know, to spend some time looking in their canteen. In Italian is cantina, in Polish is piwnica, and so I will translate it as canteen for everyone. Yeah, and you know, you can find some corpses of people that you killed some years ago, or some skeletons, some bones, or some old vinyls like this one. Because we did this. Actually, it's the credits are for the mother of my girlfriend, my mother-in-law, I could say. And this is another one, Bites the Dust by Queen. It's 7 inches. And why I'm proposing you this record? Because I'm not totally sure if this was something common in whole Europe, but in Italy, back in, I don't know, like 15, 20 years ago, in YouTube, there was a kind of spooky and creepy thing that people were doing, and it's about playing the records on reverse mode, like so you play on the in reverse mode to basically look for some weird messages, subliminal messages, and this song by Queen was one of the one of those songs that was targeted by the media, because if you listen on the reverse side of this record, like on reverse, on the contrary, you could hear Freddie Mercury saying some subliminal messages about the hell, or about smoking marijuana, or something like this. It's the same about Stairways to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. That was the most famous song in Italy, actually, about I don't know, Italian guys, Italian people, give me a sign if you agree of what I'm saying, or maybe also the other. I'm interested in, for example, if in the UK or in the US there was this phenomenon of listening to the records on reverse mode. But you can do this digitally, obviously. With a turntable, you cannot do it, so we cannot listen on reverse mode. But we can do another thing. We can change the basically the tempo range. So because such smaller vinyls should be listened with 45 rounds per minute, while all the others that are bigger, they are normally listened with 33 rounds per minute. So we can try to listen to a different version and more creepy version of Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. You will tell me if you like it and if you find it creepy. All right, so we can start. Enjoy. We will start with the normal mode and we will see how it goes. Putting it in more slow tempo. All right, let's go.
Walks barely down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. How do you think I'm gonna get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out of my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets razor to the sound of the beat. Look out! Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Okay, that was a really weird version of this famous song by Queen. Actually, I've listened to it millions of times, and we could say that the bass riff is totally catchy. And I know I should not say this in Sonic Radio, but I like this song, and I listen to it secretly when I don't share with you these weird underground bands. Well, we need to credit Queen, sorry, for what they have done for the history of music and the whole world of music. But they are not my favorite band. I could say it. Like bands from the past, they are not. I cannot feel them totally. But I really enjoy this session. So guys, we are going on, and now we. Okay. So someone is asking about putting it on reverse, but maybe meaning on the other side. Actually, we could do it. It's a song entitled Dragon Attack. I listened to it once, and it was not particularly catchy. If we want, we can listen to it. It's up to you. Like, we can vote. If you want to listen an unknown song by Queen that is not like a killer single that was on the top charts, or maybe some of you knows this song, Dragon Attack. I don't know it. Yes. Someone is answering yes. Only one is not enough. No, backwards is not possible, unfortunately, because you cannot do it. I mean, it should be easy if you think about it, but you cannot. It's not like invertible the way the pin of the turntable is going. So it's like a spiral that is going on the center like this, but you cannot make it do it on the other side. So it's not possible. Okay, so let's do it. Just before actually changing totally the genre of the music, because we are about to abandon rock music, let's say. Okay, Dragon Attack by Queen.
Gotta get me on the track. Gotta drag it on my back.
Sorry guys, I forgot to disable the microphone, so maybe you heard some noise. Okay, so let's go on with the show because we have still something more to listen. And as I told you, we are changing totally the genre because now we are going for electronic music, ambient especially, because I'm going to propose you this LP. I hope many of you will recognize this symbol. This is Aphex Twin, and this is his debut album, dated back in 1992. It's entitled Selected Ambient Works from 1985 to 92. So it's literally a compilation that he compiled, that he created for us. And so, who is Aphex Twin? The real name of this guy, I'm going to check it because in this very moment I don't remember the name in the middle because it's composed by three names. Yeah, it's Richard David James. He was raised in Cornwall, so in the UK. And basically we are talking about really about pioneeristic electronic music because he was the first one that basically moved from the electronic music and acid house and house music that was really popular in those days in the UK, especially in Cornwall, but also I would say in the Manchester area. I think maybe if there is some British person here, if you can confirm, I think there was a movement called the Manchester Mad, something like this, talking about the clubs and the discos where this acid house, this really heavy, fast electronic music was really popular, and that actually caused a counter movement of rock music with the post-punk and the Britpop itself. So these things are all connected, and this work is pretty special because if you listen to Aphex Twin today, you may find him like he plays pretty hardcore electronic music. Could be difficult to listen to if you are not too much into it. But this album is also in the title there is the word ambient, and I really like it also for this. Even if many times he claimed that this is not an ambient record, it's something actually that some journalists even defined with a term that is brain dance. What is brain dance? It's literally what is in the name. So listening to this album should make your brain to dance, because what is this? It's a mixture of many elements. There is a bit obviously there is a lot of electronic, there is synth pop, there are also sounds made with guitars, etc., but with heavy sampling and a lot of post-processing made in those days, so I cannot imagine which type of hardware he was using. He was able to create this incredible atmosphere, and this album is totally a milestone of not only electronic music. I think he's also called the electronic music Mozart, Aphex Twin. There is this name. Also, he is considered the successor of Brian Eno, the guy that basically invented ambient music. We are going to listen to a couple of songs here. It's gonna really put you the vibes. You will really like it, I think, and you will tell me what you think in general. Yeah, the first song is entitled Crystal, and it's the really first thing that you hear putting on this record, and you will be totally captured by it, trust me. So let's go, guys, enjoy. Okay, we are back again. Yeah, as I was saying in the chat, basically, FX Twin likes to basically present himself in this way. What I mean by this is that, so according to him, back in the days when this electronic music was popular in the UK, the authors of the songs were not putting their faces on the records or in the CDs in general in their production. So it was like listening to someone without a name for him, and he went totally against the mainstream, putting for the first time his face on his records, but he didn't do it in a common way. But he likes to fuse basically his face with other type of bodies, like the one on the right, or do something like this to create a mask of himself based on his face, but more like a caricatura, so he likes to do it in this weird way that also made him famous. So FX Twin is famous for his music, his logo, is the way he's approaching music, the way he changed music. I told you before that he's considered the Mozart of electronic music because of the range that he spanned exploring the electronic music and giving like new value, like a new reincarnation of it. And it started from the techno music that was famous back in the days in the UK, and they arrived here. And actually, I wanted to also tell you one interesting thing about this record. I already mentioned Tom York and Radiohead before, and Tom York himself claimed that OK Computer, the seminal album by this band, if there are Radiohead fans over there, you will know that this is a kind of game-changing record, because from this record on, Radiohead went for more experimental music and electronic music, so not only guitars. And basically, when Tom York listened to this record for the first time, he felt in love, and he said something like, "It's possible to create such sounds without using instruments." So he claimed that this was game-changing for them. So FX Twin basically contributed to the new way, the new face, the new version of Radiohead that was that made them famous, basically. Because after OK Computer there was Kid A, and then Amnesiac and all the other records that we all know. Yes, so but like a side note, Radiohead tried to tour with FX Twin, but FX Twin refused all the time, saying that he doesn't like their music. So it is funny. I found it really funny. Okay, so let's get back in full screen here. Yes. We are going to now to listen to the last record that I prepared for you today, because we are already out of time somehow, if we want to respect the schedule. And let me just keep this in a safely place. So yeah, I proposed you something around electronic, and I'm still going on this way, but this time proposing you something more weird, something that if you listen a lot to Sonic Radio, you will know that I like noise or noisy stuff. But don't worry, I'm not going to put something that will break your ears. So, because what I'm proposing you is this record. This is Mr. Impossible by Black Dice, a really important band in the scene of noise pop and electropop, something like this. They are based in New York. It's a trio of two friends that studied electronics together. Back in the days in the university, and they found this band that it's being active for many years. It's like almost 20 years so far, and together with other bands that you may know or may not know, for example Animal Collective or Xiu Xiu, in the East Coast they basically found this genre that is about so there are instruments, there are drums, there are guitars, but it's completely post-processed in a extreme way. It's totally, you will lose the feeling that there are instruments, but you will feel only digital sounds going around here. And I really like it because I don't know, the vibes that is giving me this record is they are kind of happy, but at the same I'm scared about it, like I don't know what is happening, and I wanted to share with you this. And in the, what can I say more about the record? Well, you will tell me if you like it. We are going to listen to two songs. I'm going to share with you the titles right now. Let me find them. Okay, here we are. Oh no. Okay. So, it's difficult to describe this genre. We are going to listen to something experimental, but don't worry, really, I mean, I chose this because I think it's listenable. Okay, we are going to listen to the Jacker as a first song that is, I think, the third one on the side A, yes. So let me find it. Let's go. Okay, we are back because guys, I promised that I will do a 1 hour length show and we are reaching the end. I hope you enjoyed what I proposed you. These Black Dice are really cool. This is a band that I started listening this year, and actually they just released a new album, but I didn't buy it yet. I haven't bought it yet, so I'm really looking forward to it. And so, what can I say? I'm really happy about this show. I mean, we reached more than 20 people connected at the same time. It was an incredible achievement. I think we had all fun. But wait, what's happening? Oh my goodness! Whoa! Oh my god! What is this? It's a terrifying bat that I don't know how it entered. Go away, please. But he left me a message. I don't know what's it. Okay, please go away. Oh, so we have a message. Do you see it? it's like it's a piece of plastic, but actually, if you look at it carefully, oh, let me show you if it's possible. Yeah, you see it? There is something here, and I think it's playable. I think it's something playable, and we are gonna try it. It's written in some weird language that I think it's Polish, but really old Polish. In Poland, we will say Staropolski. We will try to play it, I guess, and we will see what is this. Maybe this is the last song of the show, and maybe it's a message from from the other world. Yeah, I like to think it like this. It's a message from the other world. So let's try to play it. So we try right now. I'm really curious.
Muzykanci grają tango, numer twych butów 42 i walca liść we mgle. Zapada wieczór,
Proszę pani, a potem noc nadchodzi za nim, jak liście szepcą zakochani pod dworcem EKD. Tu może nuty dostać muzyk, a o 2 kroki gladiolusy. Jeśli to dzień imienin, a z owocarni facet dźwiga na wpół rozcięty melon gigant dla mani i dla kieni. Więc owszem, proszę pani, Paryż, rozumiem Paryż, te bulwary, kina w neonach, lecz niech skonam na wieczne pióro me. Ja wolę niż bulwarów blaski, na Nowogrodzkiej kurz warszawski i nocą małe srebrne gwiazdki nad dworcem PKD. Siedzę tutaj sam, a przed sobą mam orkiestrę męską. Typ, co szarpie bas, wie, że nadszedł czas, gdy w kimś na bańce szła struna drgnie i rozpoczną się góralskie tańce. Jest górala wart, taniec, gdy masz fart, gdy dziewczę kwili. Z basem typ to wie, więc uśmiecha się i już po chwili. Dla sympatycznej panny Krysi z turnusu trzeciego od sympatycznego pana Waldka Pucio, Pucio, jesteś pyta w czasach w tych góralskich lasach w tropie kwiat słodesznych opalapy się. Orkiestra przygrywa sykocznego begina, to nie twoja fina, przepodrywa cię.
To panna Krysia, królowała na turnusach nie od dzisiaj, a każdego roku właśnie o tej porze przyjeżdżała tu do pensjonatu orzeł. Kuracjuszy rozmarzony wzrok śledził wciąż jej każdy gest i krok. Za oknami noc, w górach śniegomoc na drzewach wisi. Czort jedyny wie, że basista też się kocha w Krysi. Wie jedyny czort, co kosztuje to by wciąż od nowa brać kontrabas i Tłumiąc pożar krwi, tak anonsować. O sympatycznej panny Krysi z Torusu III, o sympatycznego oczywiście niewątpliwie pana Mietka. Pucio, Pucio, jesteś ty papczasa, z tych góralskich klasa.
Kropki piach słodeszczy opalały się. A panna Krysia, panna Krysia, 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 Krysia.
Okay, so yeah, there was actually a message, and this message I'm gonna tell you which is the author of the message, and it's wait a minute, it's I don't know the name, but the surname is Młynarski. Is a I will try to decode this message one day, but I think it was really cool. We are receiving this message from the other world. And guys, now it's really the end of the show. But it's up to you if you want to go on with one more vinyl, because I prepared here some bonus vinyls, and you are going to choose. We are going to vote if you want the genre and the vinyls. I'm going to show you what are the options. So you tell me, if you are tired, we stop or we go on. It's been 1 hour and a half that we are together. So maybe I can tell you what are the like the options that I prepared. So just to be short, basically we have one classic available here. That is The Queen is Dead by the Smiths. And I thought this was really cool for Halloween because you know, this is the the cover, the Queen dead, and the Smiths are an incredible band. I really like them, and actually this is one of the most precious vinyl that I have because it's from the year of publication of the record is 1986, if I remember well, but it's not the English version, it's the German one, so it's not that valuable. So we can play something from the Smiths if you want. Otherwise, we have another kind of classic, and it's from New Order, the incarnation of the band after Joy Division. You may know what I'm talking about. And this record is going to be again a bit electronic, still kind of filtered in a post-punk way, something like this, but it's gonna be more like dancing vibes. Then I have two proposals of noise rock, if you want still some noise and guitars. I have Phantom Toolboat. Here there is the super cool cover, recalling I think the death of Dumas, something like this. It's the artist listening, they know what I'm talking about. Is an artwork from some French painter. It's really cool. This is a side project by Yola Tango, a band that I really like. It's pretty creepy record, but it's about noise rock, so something similar to Sonic Youth, if you know them. And the last option, it's a record that again is one of my favorite of my collection. This is Spiderland by Slint, and I don't know how to describe it. We just need to listen to it if you want. It's a fusion of many genres. They are pioneers of what is called post-hardcore, post-rock era, because they basically pre-announced many genres that were literally they are pioneers of what was happening in the 90s basically, and it's I don't know how to describe it. I mean, we need to listen. So let's see in the chat. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, let's go. Second one. How can we choose between these? Yeah, you're right. I don't know, guys. We need to choose. Elijah from New Order. Unfortunately, this is not the album. There is Elijah or Elegy. This is a rather unknown album, but it's It's pretty cool. So what's the one that lives rent-free in your heart? Wow, good comment. Well, I love all of them. Last one, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so maybe we can, let me think about an order. Okay, so we can listen all of them, but only one song from each, right? We can start from the coolest one. Okay, let's start with a classic, with the Smiths. Actually, we can go on order. So here I can propose from this record, there is famous songs are There Is a Light That Never Goes Out, that is pretty famous, or The Boy with a Thorn on His Side, Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others. Okay, so maybe There Is a Light That Never Goes Out is the best one. And it's, so let me count, I think it's side B. Let's check. It's penultimate. As I told you, this is really precious. I need to be careful using it. Look at how is it. It's like really old school vinyls. It's really good. Okay, so it's here. Yeah. Oh.
Me out tonight, where there's music and there's people and the young and the light. Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one anymore. Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see light. Driving in your car, oh please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home and I'm welcome no more. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Take me out tonight, take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me and I just couldn't ask. Take me out tonight, oh take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care. Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one all along. Oh, I haven't got one. And if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us,
Okay, so we are going to change now the record. Sorry if I interrupted just at the beginning of some girls are bigger than others. And actually, for those that know that song, I just found out a curiosity, because if you know that song, it starts, then fades out, and then starts again. And this is because Morrissey in this song wanted to basically recreate the sound of a door of a room that opens up and closes again. Why? Because in general the Smiths talks about broken teenagers or people that doesn't feel right to belong to the community, to the world. Like they sometimes they say that Smiths saved the broken somehow, like they were literally a brief of freedom and hope for many people that was considered an outcast, or that so it was not socially empathic like the others. And in general it's music for people that are kind of lonely or whatever. And in the 90s they created a generation of people of like listening to the Smiths, and they were all people that were trying to find their role, their position in this world. But we can go on. I can talk about the Smiths all the night if you want, but okay, so we go on staying in Manchester actually, because New Order is the second and only one reincarnation of Joy Division, when Ian Curtis, the frontman, unfortunately committed suicide. It was said by himself that if one of the members will leave the band, the new name should be the New Order. So that's what exactly Peter Hook and all the other members of Joy Division made when he passed away. And so we're going to listen to the side A, Fine Time. This record was produced, if I remember well, in Ibiza during a period, actually I think it's contemporary to Aphex Twin. So it's a period where this techno and acid house was really popular. But you will see that they kind of reinterpreted this in a different way, like more Joy Division way, but still it will be kind of danceable. So guys, let's go. Fine Time by New Order. The album is titled Technique.
Sophisticated lady. You know I've met a lot of creatures, but you got style.
Okay, we are back. We need to go on because honestly I'm pretty tired. And as you noticed at the beginning, I was pretty stressed and excited, and I now feel it, and I'm really tired. So I would like to finish up, but we can listen again something else. So let's listen to Phantom Toolboot. I hope that the abandonment rate of of the session of the listening party won't increase now that I'm about to put this. So actually, I think it's kind of valuable this LP because it's not really common to find information about it even in the internet. As I told you, it's a side project by Yo La Tengo, that is a famous band that we played many times in the Sonic Radio show. And actually, it's co-produced by Kim Gordon, that is the one of the co-founders of Sonic Youth. And yeah, it's a noise rock album with some shades of punk, I will say also. And we are going to listen to the last song that is called More Paranoia. And you will understand what I mean by noise rock with this. Okay, let's go. This is Phantom Toolboot with the EP self-entitled Phantom Toolboot, and this is More Paranoia.
More Paranoia, take 2. Let's go. More Paranoia, take 3.
More
Okay. Did you like it? For me, it's a kind of a lullaby. I really like noise rock, as you know, from actually the most recent episode of Sonic Radio. I was putting a lot of this type of music. Okay, so the last one, and it's really the last one, it's about this record. I will need an entire listening party to talk about this record and answer to the question: what is the one that like stay in my heart without paying the rent, something like this. Someone wrote this. Maybe it's this one. It's a really special edition because again, this is one of the records that if you had the original one, and this is back dated in 1991, that will value really a lot of money. I have a reissue of this of 2014, and I'm proud to say that I bought it in my hometown. Actually, it's not my hometown, but it's really close. It's Bassano del Grappa. It's a pickup store, record store, and it's a special edition with some artwork and also a DVD documentary talking about the band. But maybe in the next listening party I will talk about this record and we will listen more to it. But I just want you to stare a little bit of this iconic artwork and this photo. Actually, it's only a picture, but this is really the album itself, like the mood that you can feel by these guys, like having a swim in some pond. I don't know what is it. We are going to listen to the most iconic song from this album that is entitled Good Morning Captain. For the people that knows post-rock, this is considered a kind of pioneeristic song that introduced to post-rock a lot of people, but there are lyrics, so it's not officially a post-rock song where basically there are no lyrics. It's a mixture of everything. This record is considered post-metal, post-hardcore, post-rock, post-punk, everything, so it's enjoy, simply enjoy. Let's go. Good Morning Captain by Slint, Spiderland.
something to hold on to. Help me, he whispered as he rose slowly to his feet. The boy's face went pale. He recognized the sound. Silently, he pulled down the shade against the shadow. Lost at the doorstep of the empty house. I'm trying to find my way home. I'm sorry. I miss you. I miss you. I'm torn. I want
And that was Good Morning Captain by Slint. And as I told in the chat, we are going to dig into this band in the next listening party, I will say, because it really deserves a lot of time. Yeah, I know that was awesome. It's perfect song. Yeah, and there are many songs like this. Actually, there is another one that is more like moody for going to bed, but we will be listening to this next time. So guys, really, I want to thank you again to having taken part in this. But I'm a bit disappointed that no one participated in the contest. I thought it was a good idea, but maybe you were too busy listening and watching me talking. So I'm the winner, maybe. But I will say that I will try to iterate more this contest thing next time. So maybe I will try to add this gamification part in other flavors, in other opportunities. And yeah, so thanks, good night. I'm going to stop the streaming. We will we'll talk later if you want to discuss more about the bands. And happy Halloween. We are going to celebrate it on Saturday. I remind you that there is the new episode of Sonic Radio available, where there is a really cool playlist that you could put on your Halloween party to just have the vibes. And then there is also the Spotify playlist, where so basically you can put it, and then having the suggestions, the recommender system will give you other similar music, so you will stay in the Sonic Radio style. Okay guys, so good night. I'm saying good night. Oh, where is it? I'm about to do it properly. Good night from the Sonic Radio studio. Ah, okay, it's difficult with the headphones. Yeah. Yeah, good night from the Sonic Radio studio.